Good morning, I'm just going to play a 10-minute game and see what happens. Dr. Zeppelin from Australia? Yeah. We've not played before. Okay, I'm going to take the whole centre since he's offering it. I'll just say hi and good luck. And I'll support that pawn with the bishop. This is my usual setup against the Purge. Okay, so I've stopped him from getting this square and I'm going to play the knight here. Okay, I'm just going to castle it. That's a bit, you know. Okay, but even so, if I don't let him take it, if I don't take, then he hasn't got a square for his knight except for here, and I can go to attack against that square by playing here. So if he comes here with the knight, I can play pawn immediately. So in that way I can gain a little bit of space on the queen side. Yeah. Now I can get the knight here. Looking to come here, or here, or here. Here, here, or here. My targets for the knight. Obviously, knight c4 makes it difficult for him to play knight to b6, so I'm still trying to deny him the next. Oh no, he's denied himself the next square for his knight. Then I can just play knight here. Go for a central push. Yeah, so now he's aiming for that. If he takes with this pawn, it's an attack on the undefended e-pawn, or under-defended e-pawn. So I'll defend the e-pawn one more time. And then I'm perfectly willing to create the long pawn chain if he comes to b7 with his bishop. And if he comes to a6 with his bishop, I'll swap off and come to d3 with my queen. Whether he does that now or after, I've pushed, so now I push b5, d5, make that long pawn chain. I'm going to get my bishop on this diagonal, of course. Yeah. Okay. But he threatens my knight, but I can escape by playing bishop here. And that's what I'm going to do. And if he attacks the pawn again, I'll come here with the knight to have another attacker on the pawn. Another defender on the pawn. And I might even play knight 2, and I might even play b5. Yeah. So. So I'll play, I'll take that, and if he takes with the rook, I'll play knight here first, and then play. Okay, but he does it that way, which is less efficient. Because now his knight's not coming back that way, and I can play bishop here. And whatever, his knight's not coming back that way, that's the point. Bishop here will be good. I've got a good grip on the d4 square. Okay. Yeah, I'll just take control of that diagonal with the bishop. So they can't attack that pawn until the knight moves. And I'm stopping the knight from moving here. Yep. That's reasonable. Okay, I'm just going to create a battery. Maybe I'll be playing bishop here to get rid of the queen. Maybe I'll be playing pawn here, threatening to win a pawn. Yeah. Both of those two look good for me. Yeah, that would be reasonable. It would be a plan. But there's a flaw. The pawn here is undefended. And I get to attack the queen with capturing the pawn. And if he comes queen here to try and hold on to the knight, then I've got knight to a3 to attack the queen once more, and then I get queen to d3. But I get queen to d3 now anyway. Yeah. So that he doesn't get to threaten. Oh, there he does get to threaten my queen. So maybe I should, wait a minute. Maybe I should just double up here first. Yeah, I'll double up first. And then how are you defending that knight, for example? Maybe he can play queen back here to defend the rook so that he's able to move the knight. But then I'm still going to come queen here to stop his knight from... to attack his knight another time. Yeah. So maybe he comes queen here so that he's defending his knight another time. And I come queen here to attack his knight another time, and I'm attacking it 3 times. And wherever he moves it, If he moves it here, obviously I can take the rook. If he moves it here, I can take the knight. So the knight will be pinned. I think it's looking good for me. Well, that was a bit careless. He's wondering if he should carry on. But no, he shouldn't carry on. Of course not. Then I can just double. Oh, no. Okay, he deserves a rematch after that. And I'll just have to analyse 2 games, so yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. I'll be playing my usual Sicilian nonsense, and I'll just take that. It's okay. It's fine. I'll just develop the knight whilst I can. And I'll play the pawn. And meantime, develop the bishop. No, I'll just stop that bishop from coming to b5. I'll just get a d4 in to stop him coming to c4 with his pawn, knight even. Yeah, that's great. And just, I'm happy with that. Okay, the knight can come here and then here. If it comes and pins it, I'll just chase it away with the bishop, with the pawn. I might even play queen here and then follow up with here. Oh, okay. So great, it allows me to play my developing move with a tempo anyway. Yeah. Okay. And now I can play a double attack on the knight on a3 and the pawn on c3. So it's going to be difficult for him to deal with. And the pawn on d5 is attacked. It's only defended by the knight, not defended by the pawn. Of course, I can just play queen to c3 and defend everything. Then I'm going to play a pawn here. Yeah, so that if he plays a knight here to threaten the queen, I can come here with my queen. And if he doesn't, I can play pawn here and threaten the knight again. And yeah, that looks good. Now I'm threatening pawn here. Now the pawn here is fairly well defended. Yeah. Yeah. Should have just... No, maybe I should develop the bishop first to enable me to castle. And if he takes here, I'll just take with the h-pawn towards the centre. And yeah, that looks reasonable. I'll just castle. And I'm a move behind in development. That's where I started, so I'm happy with this. I've got more space. I've got better coordinated pieces. I might be in a position to play f5 actually. f5 would be good. Yeah. Okay, f5 is what I'm looking at next. To threaten to play f4, of course. And if he takes en passant, I'll take with the rook, not with the pawn. And then he's not got an extra threat, but it might be better to play bishop to b7 first. Yeah, I'll just play f5 now, whilst I've got a chance. Just go direct to f5, I'm not messing about with b7 first. Of course I'm threatening the pawn here. Yeah, he has to play that, but then... Yeah, I'll play a bishop here. Then I can look at playing rook f to b1 and b4 to break down his structure some more. And if he pushes the pawn, then I will take... Oh, but I take with the knight anyway. Threaten the queen, threaten the pawn. Getting a free pawn here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, he can't. It doesn't work to play bishop here. Because if he takes and I take and he plays bishop here, I got bishop, queen takes pawn here. So that's check. And if he plays the bishop, I take the pawn, but he doesn't. And I'll take with the pawn and fork his queen and bishop. And I know I'm also threatening queen takes bishop. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. And even if he goes knight takes pawn and gets 2 pawns for his... yeah, but I'll just take that and threaten his queen. And now I'm just a piece up and 3 passed pawns on the queen side. There's nothing to discuss now. It's over. Yep. And even if I lose that pawn, I'm still a piece up and I've still got 2 passed pawns on the queen side. And there is still Absolutely nothing to discuss here. So bishop will come here. Rook, yeah, rook will come here. Yeah, but that just lets me. Oh, I see. He's threatening that point. Well, I'll defend that point. I'll defend the base points in the pawn chain. And no, I'm trying to play bishop here, and when the knight moves, bishop here will net me a rook. And I've still got 2 passed pawns and a piece up. And you can't really defend that knight anymore, because if he moves the bishop to defend the knight, then I'll just be getting the... oh, I see. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll leave the knight there, where it's the bishop there, where it's defending the rook, and I'll push the pawn. And I'll push the other pawn, and I'll push the other pawn. I'll let my passed pawns decide this little adventure. And he still can't move his rook out of the way, because oh well, I'll pin that bishop, that knight, to the king. Most I can. And of course, if he plays bishop here, king here to try and escape, then I'm playing no. Then I'm pinning that rook to the king, and that's definitely all she wrote. Because I'm still a piece up. I've still got 2 passed pawns on the queen side, and I'm going to win some material here, whatever he does. If he plays knight takes pawn, I play rook takes, and if he plays knight takes bishop, I play rook takes rook, double check. Yeah, but I can take that. Okay, yeah, of course. Okay, I'm just going to review both games. Review this one first. Yeah, I think he was a bit affected by how badly the first game had gone and got himself in a real mess in this one. Yeah. I played the wing gambit. It's not any good. Don't do it. Yeah, better to defend with the pawn first, correct, but I didn't. And now he is slightly better, but now he's not. And now it's about level, and you know, this isn't a good position for him. And now I get that double attack. And okay, yeah. I should have just gone for the swap, big swap off. But I should have played. Okay, fair enough. I understand that. Great. And now I'm just winning a piece. And now I'm just winning another piece. Oh, sorry, now I'm just winning a piece. I should have played rook queen takes, because then when he plays rook, that gives me a rook. Yeah, of course that was dumb. But yeah, it's just a formality now, actually. pins. And now he puts his bishop where I can take it, and I can play rook takes knight to check. So, yeah. Rook takes knight, sorry, and the rook is still pinned to the king. So, yeah. Okay, that was the game review, game number 1. I'll just look at game number 2. I'll just look quickly at game number 1, where he plays the Pirch defence, which he played reasonably well. I think you'll see that he was a 79.8, a much better performance, but I played it very accurately in the first game. 1 miss, I'll live with that. Yeah, this is just my normal setup against the Pirch. I should have played the knight first, okay. Yeah. Yeah, all this is just fine. Yeah, I thought about pinning the knight, but I decided to just expand first. Yeah, f4. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I should have been wise to f4 because I play it quite an amount actually. So I should have played here because he doesn't really have a good square to put his and then I'm defending the pawn and then I can push the pawn against the knight. Yeah, I'm willing to accept that was a miss. Yeah, it's saying I should just take, but I take anyway, and no. Yeah. And now we get to double up. And he puts his queen on a terrible square and then puts his rook on a terrible square. So, you know, what can you do? These things happen. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my videos. Thanks. Bye.